I'm kind of pissed off. Now, I'm a gamer, first of all, also owner of a slick hoodie. I know, thank you for noticing. Riot is making some changes to the nature of League of Legends that I'm kind of pissed off about for a few reasons. One, I'm a gamer who plays League of Legends probably an unhealthy amount. I probably should uninstall it to begin with. But also, two, I'm a security researcher and I know a lot about how computer security works, and the changes that Riot is making to the terms and conditions of League of Legends is extremely problematic for me with those two hats. And let me talk to you about why. Now, with Season 14 starting in League of Legends, Riot is implementing a lot of new changes to the game, a lot of them completely warranted. For example, changes to the MMR system to make MMR a little more transparent and to keep low ELO players like silver players out of platinum games. But also in 2014, in Season 14, they are going to require Vanguard to be installed on every computer that is playing League of Legends. Now, if you're not familiar with what Vanguard is the anti-cheat engine that is used in Valorant. Okay, so an anti-cheat engine is effectively code that runs on the computer and looks for cheaters. And I know this sounds like a good idea. I mean, if you play the video game, I'm sure you're aware that Valorant and especially League of Legends has a huge issue with cheaters. But the problem with the way that anti-cheat works is that anti-cheat software is basically just a rootkit that we're okay with. And if you don't know what a rootkit is, if you're watching this video from outside of the security community, a rootkit is code that runs at the kernel level as a driver, which effectively means when you're on a computer, you have multiple levels of users. You have your base user, like when you log into your computer, and you can also run code. You can run programs as an administrator. Being in the kernel means you actually have more rights than the system administrator. You are running code in a privileged mode of execution in your CPU. You can do all kinds of things. And from the kernel, you can do all the appropriate actions that make sense for a cheat engine to take. You can read all the keystrokes off the keyboard. You can read all the mouse inputs. You can maybe even take pictures from the webcam to see if someone's actually sitting there playing. You could collect a list of running processes and compare them against a known set of cheat engines. So if you see that the user is typing at 300 APM, the mouse is moving crazy, and there's a known cheat engine running, then sure, that person is a cheater. And people actually pay a lot of money to get software, to get exploits that can eventually give malicious actors control of your computer at this level. The goal of any hacker is to eventually exploit onto a system and run kernel level code on that system. The problem that I have with the Vanguard anti-cheat engine is that the Vanguard anti-cheat engine is a kernel level rootkit. Where does the collection stop? Where does the privacy begin in a rootkit that's ran by a company? And what company is this again? Riot Games. And who owns Riot Games? Tencent. Now, Tencent is a Chinese conglomerate company. It's a multinational company that's based out of Shenzhen, China, that in 2011 purchased 92.78% of Riot Games. And I think recently, maybe in 2015, purchased the remaining 7%. So Tencent, a Chinese company, now is a 100% owner of Riot Games, who will eventually have complete kernel level access to all computers that run League of Legends. So me being a security researcher, I have uninstalled League of Legends from my computer, provided that Tencent did not already drop in the Valorant rootkit into my computer. But I'm kind of pissed off about this. I wish there was a way that I can continue to play League of Legends, but I don't plan on doing that, given the direction the game is headed. I might literally spend money to buy a second computer that I only turn on to play League. But maybe this is just a sign for me to stop playing entirely. Anyway, I know this video is kind of out of the ordinary for me. This is kind of a hot topic that I wanted to talk about. It's not really in the same realm that I always make videos about. It's not a programming video. But if you enjoyed this, if you learned something, or maybe you just like my hoodie, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit like, and we'll talk more about more tech content as the year goes on. Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.